a lot of people have walked up to me and have started scolding
And
me.
he said, how could you?
Yeah, how could you?
Yahi to.
How could you do this to the best
How could you, exactly.
boy, in the world? Because the
response.
writer's room is all women, it's the man of our fantasy.
Yeah, it's
you know?
Every time I watch the show with,
love his
with
life.
my wife recently,
Yeah.
she's like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, why?
She's still not letting go of Varun, her ex-husband, is something that I was like, I mean, a part of me was like bored in terms of ki, "Arey yaar, ho gaya, matlab, come on," right?
Yeah.
I have judged my character season 1, I remember, with the whole webcam thing, the sexy cam. And I was like, who does that? And I'm asking, I was asking Rongita, Anu and all.
But why must she drink and then try to hit the gym and be fit as well?
If you look at any of our DMs, or even the comments that we get on our post, I can give it to you in writing, then that 90% of the negative comments are from men.
You cannot call the industry a man's world anymore. You cannot. It still isn't, but things are changing.
Hi guys, welcome to Screen.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
So good to see all of you, especially the 4 of you after so long. This frame feels like throwback.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
You would like to see us?
Thanks,
Yeah,
you.
well, don't that's all leave our...
Thanks, bro. Thanks,
What are we
bro.
here for?
We
You
exist.
can go sit there, thanks.
I wouldn't repeat it, though.
You guys support us. You're very supportive.
I like these 4 more shots.
I love how you're breaking the black.
Yeah.
I am
break in the
breaking the
black.
black in the middle. Yeah, actually, all of you are in
Exactly.
black.
Together we are Bumblebee. Sorry, it's just a honeybee. Sorry, honeybee.
Collective.
Yeah. So what I really love about 4 more shots is that they are loose ends and they are never tied back. Or even if you guys try to tie them up, they become even more loose.
Yeah, we're quite miserable at tying them up.
Horrible at knots. Clearly.
So I'm guessing the challenge with the
A
last
bunch of
season
loose
would
characters
be.
over here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm guessing the challenge with the last season would be to finally tie those up, or maybe let them how they are.
Yeah.
So yeah. So how challenging was that for you? Because you've like lived those characters, all 5 of you, for 6 years now.
8 years, yeah?
8
Yeah.
years.
8 for you, 6 for us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyone?
I think that was more a job of the writers, actually. We just did what they wanted us to. So I think the finishing of the circle or tying the loose ends was, I think, up to the writers. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, it was, I think after the 3rd season, we were all kind of concerned. I think everybody was quite concerned about how does it all come together now, now that we're coming up with the final season. And but I think thematically what they chose for this season sort of just worked for everybody and the season and the characters, because after all the drama of all the seasons and all the mistakes and all the growing up and not growing up, everything, I think everything just every character, the theme of this particular season is joy, and I think so you will see a very different vibe to the whole show. I mean, there are still things not falling in place, you are still struggling with some things, but then overall I think the tonality is a lot of fun, it's a lot of masti, and I do feel that the writers have sort of managed to actually sort of conclude it in a very, very beautiful way, and I think you'll see it with the season how everything gets sorted and resolved, and everyone, everyone's good.
Or not.
But also, yeah.
Or not.
I was
We
going
don't
to say,
know.
but on that note, also, itne sare surprise there is season mein. There's a lot of new characters being introduced in everyone's timelines and stuff. We have a lot of blasts from the past coming in without even giving away too much. And then, of course, new locations. And that's always a lot of fun. There's so much madness. And I only remember the Pagalpon and the madness. I just remember like absolute chaos ensuing on set. That's all I remember. Like I was just like, like that. Just basically just remember to buckle in for the ride. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Sayani, Prateik, I especially want to ask you guys because there has been a lot of there's been a lot of Ross
friends,
and
guys.
Rachel going on from for these past 3
Team
seasons.
J.
Do we see an end here or not to that?
Do you really want me to answer that question? Because then there's no point watching the season, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There
Will they,
is.
won't they, will they?
Can I
Jen-
just be honest? I'm too cold to talk. So
That's
can
Prateik.
Sayani just
Yeah,
answer
please
for
बंद
now?
कर दो बेचारे के लिए.
Thanks, guys.
He's freezing.
And this is always, this is our reality, okay? He's always fully covered. I never get clothes and to cover myself, but he's always colder than I am, you know, even when we were shooting in Italy. You know, again, Jay and Damini are, I think, they're very close to, I mean, I feel very close to them, and, you know, we keep talking about it. But also for the audience, they take it very personally,
Yeah.
you know, and especially...
That's why I said Team J.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
so
well,
into him.
there are people who are Team J, there are people who are Team Damini, but after season 3, a lot of people have walked up to me and have started scolding
And
me.
he said, how could you?
Yeah, how
है ना?
could you?
यही तो.
How could you do this to the best
How could you, exactly.
boy, you know, in the world? And
Yeah.
I said, I didn't. There are writers, guys, in the show. I'm just an actor, you know. But having said that, I think there's a beautiful arc as far as Jay and Damini are concerned. And of course, there is a lot of drama. And
He's
and
throwing
yeah.
up, yes.
And I'm just excited to see what people feel this time.
Yeah.
Will you be lectured yet again? We shall find out.
We shall find out.
It's, should I, I shouldn't.
Say na,
I
say na.
shouldn't. I shouldn't say, because if I
I
say
can
the
feel it,
words
I
I
know
was
what is-
say
yeah.
the words I was
Yeah.
thinking, I'm going to give it away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just
So
say,
But you should say
Let's just say
something.
you're
let
cold.
me say something
Say something. Say 19th, please.
that in true love, shit happens.
Oh.
That's all I
Okay.
have to say.
That's very good.
True
Yeah,
love,
that's great.
That
in
is
true
a
love,
very
Cliffhanger.
shit happens.
fab.
And shit is going to happen.
Is that a life experience?
No, in the show.
only feeling
In the
felt.
show, also life experience.
Yeah.
But in the show,
It's true
you know,
that.
shit happens.
Yeah.
Good job, Brad. Good job.
And
Right.
it may hit the fan, it may not.
I think you should always be cold in interviews because that's how you speak.
That was good. That was so good.
Very
That was
insightful
so
that
good.
was.
And just the right
Yeah,
thing
very
to
nice.
Shit happens,
There you go.
it may hit the fan.
Bus.
Okay.
Okay, I think-
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
It
come
may
on.
not.
That you keep repeating.
Okay. Coming to you, Dino.
that's hilarious.
Can we just collectively acknowledge that it's been the year of Dino Moria?
Yes, I
Win.
think so.
It was just his birthday 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
But that happens every year.
Brad.
No, really.
Yeah. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Or not.
There's been Royals, Houseful 5, Rana Naidu.
Yes.
Now 4 more shots, please.
Yes, it's been a good year.
Yeah.
And it's ending,
Royals was
imagine
fun.
his
Such
year
a
is
high.
ending
Royals
on the
was
best of all
On the
of
highest
Yeah.
of highs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. This show is, in my opinion,
But how did all of this happen this year? Like, were you working towards it all these years, or just this year just turned out to be lucky?
well, strangely, I was supposed to be part of season 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not strangely, I was supposed to be a part of season 1, season
And
2,
season 2.
Jay?
and
Yeah.
season 3.
What's in J?
I'm not telling you who. I was supposed to be a part of all 3 seasons, but for some reason it didn't work out. But then finally, when the makers and the writers realized that Anjana has gone through so many men in all the other seasons, and she had to find the correct person who ticks off all her right boxes, the apt man.
Then they created Dino
And
Morea.
guess who
Dino
shows
Morea.
up? Well, yeah.
tell
So
your name?
the character they offered me is fascinating. It's really nice, actually. It's in.
The complete
I
man.
mean, it's a complete man. You know,
Raymond.
the way when I read it, I was like,
Raymond Fan.
wow, this is how they look at me. That's great. I'm assuming more or less every girl's dream to have that person. I would assume.
Oh, you're assuming, sure.
I'm assuming. I'm
Humbly
assuming.
assuming,
And then
yeah.
I was like, okay, hands up for this one. I'm doing it for sure. So that's how I landed up in season 4.
Was he supposed to play your husband? in
No.
season-
No,
Not
You
that.
said
can
he's
keep
a
guessing.
husband.
You can keep guessing.
I'm
but
not
I
gonna
think it's
say
not
Who
who.
fair
said,
to sort
who
of-
said he's the husband? Stop trying to get stuff out of us.
Yeah. Do I look
No,
like
he's
husband?
not. He's not
Does he
the
look like husband
Do I look
material?
like husband material?
Does he
He's
look like
not the
husband
husband.
material?
He's the man who shows up after the husband is gone.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing.
I mean it in the right way that
Yeah.
once you have made your mistakes and then you find this.
This totally,
Ideal man.
you know,
Not mistake.
wholesome. Let me
Yes.
add to this wholesome character.
But would the 4 of you agree that the men in this show, as in the characters, have been better than most men out there.
100%.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is
Unfortunately,
why I
yes.
think because the
Unfortunately,
writing
always
room
happen.
I don't think Jay really exists in real
Yeah.
life.
That is
And-
also true. No man is that patient.
yeah.
The-
you know?
no man is
Jay-
that
Shouldn't
patient,
be that
that
patient.
nice,
Itna to nahi
that
hona chahiye.
hot, that understanding.
What are you talking
that
about?
sensitive. Yeah, like look at him, right?
I mean, what are you talking about? You're saying no man. Don't generalize.
Not
Okay,
all men,
so-
Be
Sayani.
specific.
No one.
Yeah.
I mean, not
It's
in our
not,
experience.
but
not in
because
our
the
experience.
writers' room is all women, it's the man of our fantasy.
Yeah, it's
you know, and which is something that was very consciously done, I think. You know, which all the women's collective subconscious birthed.
Has manifested.
Manifested Jay. And honestly, after season 2 and season 3, I kept asking the writers, I was like, what does Jay see in Damini? Like, she's constantly breaking his heart.
Yeah.
And he's constantly there.
Finding, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Basically, Jay is blind.
Every time I watch the show
The love is
with
blind.
my wife recently,
Yeah.
she's like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, why? What is wrong? Every time, and
Well,
she has, I'm watching the show, and every time I just get a look saying, doing like,
My friend,
I am giving
just goes
myself.
to show that not many women understand true love.
right,
That's true love.
right on.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
True
In,
love,
in,
true love,
in,
shit
in,
happens.
the, in the famous Keanu Reeves words,
You must
you,
be my
you,
dog.
you gotta,
I'm
you gotta be,
coming after you.
you gotta be a fighter. Because if you don't fight for your love, you.
Okay.
Did you drop him?
That's what he did. That's what he did.
I know it.
Because it was a cheesy line. But you gotta fight for your love, man.
Thanks.
You gotta.
Gotta
So,
love Jay.
yeah. But you haven't asked those questions to the writers that why am I like this? Or have you already cracked him?
No, I kept asking.
No, I'm asking.
And
You know what?
Did you?
I usually don't like to interfere. I think the thought behind Jay is just a kind
It's supposed to be
in a way is just be a yes man, you know. Just say yes to everything. Because there's very few men who say yes
Yeah,
to
that's true.
everything, you know.
That's
Just
true.
there can be one guy who
just
can
take
say yes to
and take.
everything. You know? Jokes apart.
They are laughing at
They're
you,
horrible.
bro.
They're horrible.
They
Ignore
are
them.
laughing at you. Look at these.
Dino's looking at me from here.
I'm kidding. Listen, don't take me serious.
No.
Please
No,
don't take me
it's
serious.
right.
But,
But-
on that note, Sayani, do you think that since Damini is a journalist and a righteous one at that,
उससे तो हाँ पूछा.
does it come in the way of this dynamic? Does it come in the way of that? Because as a journalist, you're supposed to be opinionated, but here is this man who's just been saying yes to everything
A
in his
doormat,
words.
basically.
I don't think Jay is a doormat. I think he's extremely understanding.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
also
there you
say
go.
that.
And he's
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
guy. He's
there
a
you
good
go.
man, and he genuinely has a lot of love for and respect for Damini. And I think that's quite
So why do you keep
sacred.
dumping him?
I also think
And no, because she's screwed in the head in many ways.
She
and
also
she's a
feels
complex
like-
character,
Yeah, She's yeah.
and a lot of more than that, she's extremely complex. And honestly, as an actor, there's a lot of decisions that Damini makes, and I'm like, why is she doing this? And I've constantly questioned them as well. But as actors, you can't really judge any character. You
Yeah.
have to, sort of
Submit to
see
the
them.
character,
Yeah,
yeah.
submit and also see them with empathy. And my take back was that Damini, yes, she is extremely opinionated, extremely fiery and fierce, and her politics is in the right place, and she's all of those things. But that does not mean that she is not falling apart
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
something else in her life. You could be amazing at your work and really ambitious and all of those things, and amazing as a friend and amazing as a human being as well. But there could be a part of your life where you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Unraveling.
I feel like
unraveling,
Jay
and
is
she's
in a way her
and she-
anchor in her way.
Yes,
In-
exactly.
In a way and in her own way. You know?
and that bubble that she
Over
keeps
the-
kept talking about
Yeah.
since season 1, which is her cocoon.
Yeah.
She has cookie and cocoon. I'm very hungry. Which is, he's a cookie as well. But, that cocoon is really important for her. And she knows she's fucking up. Sorry,
Yes.
But I don't think she can help it.
I also think sometimes, like speaking from Jay's perspective, I also feel like kabhi in relationships or you're in just like you just find yourself in a position where you just like कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि हो क्या रहा है, and you just can't take an action in that situation because you're like, oh my goodness, और फिर दूसरा बंदा is like really falling apart at the seams and you're just like, okay, no, I get it because you're like, yo man, you've never been in this situation before, कोई life manual तो है नहीं, where is the chapter on how to troubleshoot this episode right now? I don't know, bro. So sometimes you just stay, and that is actually sometimes the hardest thing to do.
I also feel
is just
like,
to stay there, you know, and
I
just
also
be
feel like
supportive
Jay
somehow.
also keeps going back. Coming to your question earlier, and
You thought out a bit.
again, don't take me seriously. I trail off. But come back to what you said. I feel like Jay is also very, of course he is. It's Jay and Damini. He's very connected to Damini. But I think he's drawn back to her because he does love her ultimately.
Yeah,
there is a love.
Sex is good.
There's a very deep love that he doesn't find in any other relationship. You know, is why he keeps going back to her. Of course
Toxic.
I mean, it is. Yeah, absolutely, it is.
You
It
just
is.
sit there
And
with
it's
a board
more-
already.
And it's more toxic. It's more toxic. You know, it's more toxic coming from Damini, and Jay's just accepting it, but he still loves her. You know.
He feels like
And
maybe
I
it's
feel
just
like
a
I
phase.
feel like I
She'll
feel like
get out of it.
Jay has been created for men to have a perspective, to have a
To be like, just
you
be
know,
patient. Just be
Yeah.
a little more
listen,
patience.
we can be like this. We can be like this.
We
Or
are.
we shouldn't ever be
You know,
like
the
But
this.
thing
just
is,
don't- yeah,
for
I mean-
writing's sake, if Damini was also as lovely as Jay, there would be no conflict
Be
in
so
that
unrealistic.
relationship. So, you know, you have to keep like.
But there are
shaking it
boundaries.
up.
You know, there are boundaries. He does set his boundaries.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Time and again.
He steps away.
He,
and all
you know, he does set his boundaries time and again.
Don't
So
give
he,
it away. Thanks.
no, I mean over the seasons where कुछ give it away नहीं किया है. क्या give it away?
Okay.
Yes.
Has any of you also, can you give us like specific instance of when you've judged your character and then kind of gotten to understand them better across the seasons, any of you?
Yeah. I think it's a thing that happens. Like it's bound to happen. You know, when you're with a character for so long, and even if you're not, even if it's a film you're doing or whatever, you do. You know, there are times. So you sort of see her as a separate person, and then you sort of become, you know, you empathize with her eventually. But yeah, like particularly for Anjana, the third season, where she's still not letting go of Varun, her ex-husband, is something that I was like, I mean, a part of me was like bored in terms of ki, "Arey yaar, ho gaya, matlab, come on," right?
Yeah.
But you also understand that it happens. You know, people, it's very, very difficult to let go, right? And if you have been with someone, you've been married to someone, it's very difficult to let go, right? So that's when so you might feel a certain way as Kirti when looking at Anjana, but I wouldn't be like, I'm sure I would have done that too in my own personal life, where you know that you need to let go, but something sort of brings you in, and then you know you're stuck, but then you can't let go. So it's like a journey that you have to sort of go through. So I think that happened with me with Varun, that track.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, unlike life, like where we make mistakes over the entire span of our life, this is a show which is compressing
Of course.
everything, right? So we're making far too many mistakes.
Yeah.
So there is more room for judgment. You know, I have judged my character season 1. I remember with the whole webcam thing, the sexy cam. And I was like, who does that? And I'm asking, you know, I was asking Rongita, Anu and all. I'm like, nobody does that, yeah. This all happens in films and all. And then they told me how it's actually pretty rampant and very common. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, so there was that. Of course, the response to season 1 also changed my outlook on the entire character. Then season 3, again, because after Siddhi loses her dad in the end of, spoiler, in the end of season 2.
It's been a while.
No, just for anyone
Just
who
warning
hasn't watched
still,
it,
yeah.
The 5 people who haven't.
So then I kept thinking, I'm like, why isn't she seeking help? Like, why isn't she going and like seeing a therapist or like a grief counselor or someone, you
A lot
know?
of people don't.
And yeah, and she's just like falling apart, and her friends are having to kind of, you know, help her out and deal with her. So yeah, there are times you judge the character, but you also correct yourself as an actor, and you tell yourself to not judge, to empathize, and to kind of understand the lens that we're seeing this through.
Yeah, it's like, it's after questioning what you see
Correct.
and read is also a journey that you take as a person to be like,
Yeah.
okay, like,
This is
actually,
why,
you know, your,
yeah.
like the way you sort of see the world, your viewpoint or your perspective just sort of broadens, you know, and I think that's the most beautiful thing about
Being an actor,
acting.
yeah.
Being an actor, that you grow every time you play a character, every time you see you be in someone else's shoes, you just, something in you just expands, and I think that's amazing.
Bani, for you?
I think I was just thinking about this entire time. lost in the I was like, Shiny next? No, I think for me, the first thing I got to understand was like, okay, so Umang is obviously Ludhianvi and all that, and she loves to train, which I also understand. But why must she drink and then try to hit the gym and be fit as well? I mean, these are two such opposing poles of this absolute, you know, I was like, itni polarity, bhai, you know, like I'm Punjabi, so when I go back home, I meet a lot of people in the gym who like partied all weekend and they come back and they're like, yo man, ye wo pure gains, and I'm just like, guy, matlab, please, and everybody knows nutrition is so important. So for me, that was the biggest thing to like get over. Once I got over that, I was like, I can accept everything now, I guess. So yeah, so that.
And you're
for
not
me
going to
was-
have those abs if you're drinking beer every day.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
mean,
a
that's the magical reality
Yeah.
of filmmaking.
Creative license.
Yes. Yeah.
Dino, what was your impression of the show so far? And did you have FOMO the last season when they went to Italy? Because you're the OG Italian stallion.
You know when I watched 1, 2, and 3,
You didn't watch the whole thing, you know, don't lie.
I did.
He didn't watch a single episode. He's lying right now.
Ask me a
He's not seen the show.
Quiz him.
He has.
Quiz him.
So, okay,
What's my name?
let's be honest, I read the script for 1, 2, and 3 because I was supposed to be a part of it, right?
And then when he wasn't, he just didn't watch the show.
And I
Like, he
watched
was
the
like, I'm not
Italian
watching it.
section,
I'll
and I was
watch
like,
the Italian
shit, I could have been there. But I wasn't. And here they didn't take me to, the season I acted in, they didn't take me to Bangkok.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to go to
You're
Bangkok.
not missing much.
You know, but they didn't. They took me to Goa,
absolute madness.
which is all right,
It
which
was
is
lovely.
good.
Yeah.
But that being said, did I have FOMO? I mean, no, because I knew the best was coming at the end, and I waited for it, and that's what happened. Save the best for last, and I arrived.
He's the
Keep saying it.
tiramisu.
He's
I'm the
the
tiramisu.
Yeah.
Tiramisu.
pepperoni topping. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like online chatter about this thing called, this phenomenon called the male loneliness epidemic.
Male
And I
what?
re-
Sorry?
Loneliness
Male
epidemic.
Dino's
loneliness
obviously
epidemic.
never heard of
Dino's
it.
like-
Dino's like,
Yeah.
what are you
Male
talking about?
loneliness, what?
Yeah.
And Prashasti Singh did a stand-up special on that, where she said that it's about time that they feel lonely because
Yeah.
we've been feeling lonely all this while.
Why?
Also,
Uh,
all
yeah,
brought
yeah,
it up
it's very
upon
funny.
themselves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
That's what I'm asking.
But I thought men were lonelier, man. I thought we were lonely.
Yeah.
That's what he meant only.
Nah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, you have to
So
explain
please
the whole
continue.
Yeah.
Okay, now maybe
Finish
yeah,
your
now.
question.
We will
Yeah.
never.
Maybe hundreds of years
I-
ago.
They
will
we
never-
were.
Yeah,
We'll
this
keep
will be
doing
up
this
for
after
debate
that.
once I finish.
Yes.
Yes.
But she said that the men are lonely now because women are speaking up for themselves and they are saying no to a lot of things that they were initially comfortable with, which is also why the men are feeling a little stranded. So what is your take on that? Now the floor is open.
I think more than women being comfortable with it, we were just settling for it and
Yeah.
accepting something
Yeah.
that had been the way it had been for so long.
Yes.
And now that we've actually found our footing, we're more independent, we are financially independent, most importantly than anything else. We are able to speak for ourselves because it's like, you know what, I'm not dependent on you for, most of the times women were so financially dependent on their partners or their families and stuff. We had to be subdued and listen to everything they had to say. But now because we get to stand on our own 2 feet and be independent and do the things we want to do, then you step into your own. You become your own person faster. And I think that's why men these days are feeling lonelier, as they say, because they have to deal with us actually, they have to actually listen to us now.
Also
Yeah,
less.
no, the thi-
sorry,
And they are still choosing not to.
No, I was saying that, firstly, I don't know if we are the right people to
No, no,
answer that
it's
question
just
because
your
I
take.
wouldn't like men
Yeah.
to comment on how women are feeling.
Yeah.
But having said that, I will comment on this, which is that I think they brought it upon themselves. I think, I'm sorry, the women are no longer going to mother you, and if that's a problem, then maybe you should look in the mirror rather than, you know, and
Expecting it from.
yeah, expecting it, continuing to expect it from the women in your life. And then blaming it on the equality movement and feminism and all of these other things. I mean, if you look at any of our DMs or even the comments that we get on our post, I can give it to you in writing. Then that 90% of the negative comments are from men. So I'm
Give it to
sorry,
us in
but
writing.
what loneliness epidemic, like. You
Also, I feel
No, I
I
feel
think
like.
there are two things. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
sorry.
please.
Two things. One, the number of men who go for therapy is way less than the number of women. Okay, in general, especially in India because it's
Is that
also
a
a
fact?
cultural thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a
it
statistic?
is.
fact?
Yeah.
actual fact.
I don't think so.
Men,
We'll send
We
you
can.
lesser
we,
men go
again,
for therapy?
You can come up with your side of the story. I mean,
I actually
of
don't
the
know.
motion. Secondly, it's about being in touch with your emotions, right? Right now, I think the men of today, for good reasons, they are a little more in touch with their emotions and are able to speak about their emotions a little more openly than people were able to a few years ago even. Which is why this whole thing of loneliness, of being okay with vulnerability, right? Talking about real things within the bro groups, within male friendships, right? It needs to be much more, of course, which is when violence will be less in society. It's all interconnected.
Absolutely,
But having
100%.
said that, I think because there is a lot of talk about mental health and there could never be, enough talking about mental health. And that balance is kind of, it's finding its footing right now. So this thing of male loneliness, we're all, we are mostly single people. We are in a city, which is an extremely tough, and these are urban things, right? Men have been lonely. You have, for generations, seen that the father and the son have no relationship because they have not been able to communicate, So there are many things like that. Films have been made on that. Books have been written about that, right? It is only now that we are starting to talk about that. So loneliness has always existed. It's only now that we're openly being able to table it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my 2
Dino?
cents.
Dino has a lot to say.
I wasn't aware that men were being very lonely and speaking about it. But now that it's being spoken about, like she said, people feel lonely at different times of their life, whether it's a woman or whether it's a man.
Yeah.
Maybe they're speaking about it more often. Right now with obviously the internet, everyone has an opinion and everyone has something to say, so they can voice it. Before that, I spoke to their friends about it or spoke to themselves about it, about their loneliness. Loneliness exists everywhere. Now that you're saying it's more prevalent amongst men, I wasn't aware of that, but I'm sure even women, if there are that many men feeling lonely, I'm assuming there are that many women feeling as lonely. It's a phase you got to go through, and if you can speak to someone about it and help yourself and seek help about it. But I think sometimes it's great to be alone and spend time with yourself, to introspect, and then you will find there's enough people in this world to complete that loneliness and to fulfill whatever your needs and desires are. But loneliness is, everyone
I
goes
don't
through
think it's
it.
a bad thing.
Yeah, it's
No,
not.
but being
not a bad
alone
thing.
doesn't
Doesn't
mean
mean
you're
you're
not
lonely,
lonely.
yeah.
You can be
Yeah.
lonely
But
even in
I'm
a
talking
group,
about being the
Yeah.
loneliness.
Yeah.
You can be with someone
And
also
and still
feel empty,
Yeah.
yes.
right? But that's a personal issue. It's not. It doesn't depend on the partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's a
Yes.
personal
But
everyone-
we're in pursuit of happiness our entire lives. What are we in this life?
Everyone,
But,
like men, women, everyone.
Yeah.
We're all of
Pursuit
us,
happiness
we want to
and-
be happy.
Which is what this season is about.
And
Joy.
yeah, joy. There we go.
Yeah.
So who's lonely?
But also, this is we
We're
are
all
a
lonely.
generation.
We're all lonely.
No, it
We're
is a
all
lonely
in
generation.
pursuit of happiness. We're
Thanks,
all
Thomas.
lonely. We're all together. We're not.
You
We
are
have
lonely,
everybody. We
Prateik.
have
We know you.
nobody. We came alone. We leave alone.
साथ है.
You know what I mean?
You know, if we have 4 shots right now, we'd be answering this.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
ये
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
मतलब सिर्फ fine.
Yes, go on. Sorry.
Please go
No,
on.
sorry, I'm getting a. But very quickly, Prateik, I just want to quickly ask you that, we're all, I'm speaking for everyone, but we are all fans of your mom. And I just want to know that she played so often the image of empowered woman. So I just want to
Yes.
know that how has that changed from then to now with and shows like that.
That's a very good question. I don't think things have changed as much. The narrative is still the same. When women are trying to be strong and portraying who they really are and who they want to be, narrative has always been the same. The stories will be different. The cinema will be different. But I feel like if it's the same narrative, and we have to accept. There's no such thing as acceptance. We just have to. It is what it is. Coming back to my mom. My mom made some bold choices when she was around as an artist, and in a way she's paved the way for many women to stand for themselves, and there are women doing that today. 100% for them. And so many. And times are changing. It's you cannot call the industry a man's world anymore. You cannot. It still isn't, but things are changing. Yeah, women can call the shots. You know what I mean? That was not the scenario 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Women can call the shots now. They can. Yeah. Things are changing. I feel like there's only thing, and change is inevitable. Things are going to keep changing. Things are going to keep evolving. Women are. I can't wait for a world where women are ruling. I can't wait. It's going to happen. It's inevitable.
They walked so we can run, and the reason we are sitting here is
What
because
a profound conversation this has become.
no, and seriously, I mean,
It's
we
four
can,
more shots, yeah?
No, but
I hope you
the question was such. He brought
No.
he brought the mother into the conversation, man. I mean,
how dare you bring
Sorry,
depth in former shots?
It's so deep right now.
As a man.
Wow.
no, but if you think about it, jokes apart, same narrative, only the situations change. The same narrative. What is this? It's women empowerment in its own way. You know what I mean? It's women trying to be themselves and F you.
Yeah.
Not you.
Listen, you don't have a problem with it? F you. We live up. We pay our own bills. You don't pay my bills. I have my own job. I'll choose the man I want to be.
Are you
with.
speaking for the woman?
No, this is how. I mean, that's what it is all about.
Okay.
Now, right?
I think I've been
No, it's not
asked
just
to
about the show.
just
Wrap-
take the point.
wrap it up.
And but I hope you guys or you girls keep running and taking 4 more shots again and again.
Yes.
I am sad this is the last season.
I will keep pillowing
Are you
them.
sad? Please keep writing to them so they can bring
I will
us
keep
back.
pillowing them for more shots. Don't worry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.